up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. Just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be rude.
Some kind of butterfly.
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute and get the boo. What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, let's get into this, shall we? All right, you guys, disclaimer. This platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. We are not journalists. We are commentators, okay? The views and opinions expressed in this video and on TheWhitneyDTV YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect the opinion of Whitney D and Whitney D's YouTube channel. Now, all topics are for entertainment purposes only. Comedy, satire, TV rated mature. Viewers' discretion is advised. Now, last but not least, all commentary is alleged, but very real. And say it with me now, very real indeed. Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? I pray that you guys are having a great day. Okay, child. Y'all, you know what? This last gonna get ripped off, child. Okay. Not for nothing. Come on in. Let's go ahead and get into everything. Okay. Welcome. Place your city and or state in the chat and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Make sure you keep it cute so you won't get kicked on up out of here, okay? Now, keeping it cute don't mean that, you got to agree with us, but be respectful of my platform and my panel, okay? Don't play with them. You've been warned, okay? All right. Not for nothing. We're going to be discussing a few topics on tonight. Whoopings versus gentle parenting, submission, and no apology needed. And we're going to get into all that later, okay? So, without further and or ado, let me see who's in the chat. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Shanna. Hey, Kiva. And hey, Shanna again from St. Louis. Hello. Well, you guys are tuning in for episode 2 of Uncommon Opinions. And I'm about to welcome my panelists one at a time, okay? So I give you Uncommon Opinions. All right, up first, I want you guys to give her just the most warmest welcome that you possibly can. Kay Daniels.
Hey. Hi, everybody. I'm Kay Daniels. I am a fashion designer here in Dallas, Texas, and I am here to share my opinions.
Yes, you are. Thank you so very much. And our sister, okay, from another mister. Okay, Sunny Love. Woo, look at that, baby. I said she would pick the day that I am like dressed down.
I know.
Baby, she just said, I'm here. Okay. All right. Well, welcome, ladies. How's your night going? How's your night going?
Great. I've had such a busy day, but I am here to share my opinions and discuss them. So I'm ready.
Cool. How you feeling,
Sunny
Kay? How you doing?
Sunny always ready.
You know, I'm always ready. Just like I'm always on 100, just like the summer. You know what I'm saying? What Lil Wayne say?
Like a
I
Texas
got
summer.
hating on me because I ain't never hot. Whatever he said, I'm hot. I'm always there. It's gonna always be heat when I'm here. Always.
How you feeling, Kay?
I'm good. Good.
Good.
I'm making it.
I know you are. You look beautiful.
Thank
All
you.
right, you guys. Before we get into everything, you probably noticed the cohesiveness of red. In lieu of it being Black History Month, we are celebrating our African history, okay? And we are representing the African flag throughout this month, okay? This week is red, and we wore red on the panel for the reviews this week. And so here we are again in our red, which symbolizes the blood that unites all people of Black African ancestry and shed for liberation. Okay. So don't be surprised. Okay. Next week is going to be black and the following week is going to be green. Okay. So that's the cohesiveness that you see. All right. Okay. So you guys, welcome. We're gonna get into some thing. So y'all ready? Y'all ready, ladies?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I am the designated mama of the stream. And the designated wife of the stream. That's okay. Shouts out to our boy Q, who suffered a loss. I don't want to go into too many details. I don't like disclosing everybody's business unless they tell me I can. But that's why he is not joining us on tonight, as well as your prayers up for Jolie. She's under the weather. It would have been her first uncommon, huh?
Yeah.
It would have been her first uncommon, as well as Q, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and then Tamara is being a sister, is being a family member child. She's helping and assisting her sister right now, so they can't join us tonight. But I think we're gonna do fine.
Yeah,
I think
we're gonna do good.
We're gonna tackle these problems.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna tackle these questions. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the first situation. Which one y'all want to do first? We got whoopings versus gentle parenting. We got submissions, and then we got no apology needed.
We're gonna
No
let you
apologies
pick.
needed.
Oh, okay. Y'all both went into that. Okay, no apology needed. So y'all know me. I'm always scrolling through the neighborhood on Facebook or whatever the case may be. And I came across this particular post. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we're gonna talk about it, okay?
All right.
So okay. So boom. All right. So the following reads: don't base your healing on someone else's inability to apologize. And I was like, yes. So, ladies, let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about it, shall we? So, no apology needed. Okay. So, with all that being said, how do y'all feel about not getting an apology from a person?
It was hard at first to learn how to do that. I used to be a person who needed apologies, like, because that was for me a form of closure. So it took years up until my adulthood to learn, like, you know what, that's them, I'm me, and I'm worried about what's on the inside, so I can be able to live happily on the outside. So I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that, because you have to move on. You got to worry about yourself. And eventually those people will come back and apologize. They always do. They sit there and they realize how long it's been since they haven't talked to you, seen you, kick it with you, everything. And then they start realizing what caused you to go away. And then they realize that they messed up. So they eventually apologize. And usually by the time they apologize, it's not even needed no more. I'm already over.
That is so true. What say you, K. Daniels?
Well, first of all, you talking about they come back and apologize. Some of them just come back and forget the apology and they just act like nothing happened. So,
because I didn't have that happen a lot, especially with the other gender. But anyway, yes, I feel like I used to. I don't know. Okay, so with me, I'm the person that even if it's your fault, I'm gonna apologize.
Really?
So yes. So
look at
that.
Because for me, I've always been the type of person that, like, if you not gonna do it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna put my pride aside and so that we can clear the air and get
But
this,
it's
you
not your
know.
fault, though.
I know, but I'm just telling y'all. This is how I normally was. Now I just give it to the Lord. But before, that was me with my friends, with my best friends, and all of that. You know, anytime we would fall out, I would just be the one like, you know what? And I think it's because of just how my mama raised me and my sister. Because anytime we would get into it, she was like, y'all need to sit down, y'all need to talk about it and go ahead and get like real quick so we don't stay mad at each other. Yeah. So it's hard for me to have beef with people because I'm like, look, can we just talk about this and get over it? And so normally back in the day, if they don't bring it up, I'll go ahead and bring it up and apologize if I did anything wrong or if I caused you to do what you did or whatever, just to dead the air, and then
so y'all can talk about it.
Yes, but now, like I said,
you give it to the Lord.
That's a different. So
I mean, honestly, I will also say too. Now, I'm you know what, and Kendra did bring up a good point. That I can say I've done that as well, and I still kind of do, but only it depends on our relationship. Like,
it
if
depends
we
on
were
the person.
cordial or we were like, you know, acquaintances, and we don't have to, we can just wait until whenever you decide to come back and apologize. But if we were like, we're family, we're close, you know what I'm saying? We are like this. Yeah, we need to talk. I don't care if I was wrong. I don't care if you're wrong. I don't care if you need to apologize to me. At the end of the day, we need to talk. You've been in my life for this many years. We've had this many. Nah, we got to clear this air. We got to clear that table. Somebody, we could eat. I don't care if we don't apologize. We need to talk about this.
Right. So my thing is in regards to healing, you know, without an apology, I feel like it is very, very detrimental for one to get closure. I feel as
really,
I can agree.
And I say this, and I'm big on it because how many of us, like, let's be real, okay? You get out of a relationship and you don't know what you did. You looking like, what did I do? And then you go into the next relationship carrying baggage that you didn't know because that person will tell you, well, it was because your breath stank. Or it's because your hygiene, your coochie stank. Okay. Like, I just feel like if we are more honest, it allows people to heal. It may be just like, you know what? It's really not you, it's me. I need to grow. I need to do a lot more. You know,
I get what you were saying. So you were saying that closure is necessary for healing.
It is.
Yes.
It
okay.
is.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. I thought you were saying it ain't. That's what I'm about to say. Wait a minute.
No. And the post was saying, like, you know, don't allow somebody's lack of apologizing to you to, you know, basically hinder you from healing. And I get that you don't want to do that, but
but it do be needed.
It
sometimes
be
and like you said, it do be a thing of, like, especially in relationships, like romantic relationships. I'm that person too. I'm like, look, can you just tell me what it was? And honestly, I've had moments like that. Like last year, I spoke to at least 2 or 3 different guys that I used to date. And it really was random conversation like that. The conversations happen randomly, but I was like, look, since we talking, you know, what was it that, you know, because for me, like y'all know, I've never been in a relationship as an adult. Like I've never gotten to that point of being in a relationship. And so for me, the fact that it never ends up in a relationship, that starts to get in my head like, okay, Kendra, now it got to be you. So girl, what is it?
Honestly,
so I started talking to them, and I talked to 3 guys, and that was necessary because all 3 of them said the same thing. Like all of them was like, nah, honestly, the issue wasn't even you. Like seriously, they literally said you literally had everything that I wanted. I just wasn't, like, I wasn't ready, or I just didn't want that right now, or, you know. And so it helped you heal because it's like, okay, well, it made me feel better even though you was trash.
Or case in point, you break up with somebody and then they get with the total opposite of you.
Yes.
And then you are looking at yourself like, crap, I've been there. I had and I talked to Daniels about this. I had a colorist. And you know who you are, Ninja. This man continued to talk about put me on blast, brother. This ninja continued to talk about white girls. Just gonna go on and say it. Continuously talking. And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't. I can be ashy, but I can't do that for you. And he continuously talked about it, but he always like wouldn't really, he was, oh no, you know what I'm saying? He would say some colorist stuff about me and stuff like that, but I was just like, you know, it was jokingly. So then when we break up, he got with who he always talked about. And I was just like, well, what was it with me? Like, and that's where the whole issues come in.
And it wasn't even you.
Sunny over there boiling.
It wasn't even you.
That's what I'm saying. You see why I'm saying that? It's like, yeah, true enough. And like I said, I never got an apology from him. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. After I saw it, I sent him a message. I said, I see you got your white girl. That's all you've been wanting. Congratulations. And he was like, it wasn't even like that.
Yes, it was.
We're going to keep it real.
Yes,
so
it was.
I said, dodge the bullet, because can you imagine me going on in life, you know, with this guy, continue to, you know, so, you know, looking at our kids, like, oh, look at that nappy head. That, you know, ain't no telling, you know.
Girl,
so, yeah. So I say I get the post. You know, you don't want somebody that didn't apologize. Like I should have received apologies a long time ago from people, but it's not even necessary for me an apology. It's an explanation.
Well, here's the better question: why come as adults we can't apologize and have a conversation and end it on amicable terms without it being so much confusion? That's the real question.
People holding themselves accountable for stuff, and we already know that adults have a hard time with accountability. Like
we said that last week, but the thing is, let me tell y'all something. I allow my husband Grace to let this girl down. So real quick, because y'all know I'm a little long-winded. So right before I got with my husband, of course, he was messing with somebody. We ain't gonna say dating. It's two different things. We're gonna talk about that. But he was, you know, messing around with this young lady. Weirdly enough, we were connected via Facebook. She reaches out to me and kind of confronts me about him. And I'm just looking at her like, you know, oh God, you know. And so long story short, he was like, she was making up all kind of lies, you know, and he ended up confronting her. Called me on three-way and told me to be quiet and call this girl, and she broke down. And I kind of felt bad because I've been there where you with a dude, y'all intimate. And us as women, that's a form of, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm giving you my money, but not necessarily with men. That's something else we're going to talk about. But anyways, so long story short with that, he was like, I told you, Whitney, this is the type of girl that I have to sit down, maybe at a park somewhere, at dinner, and I couldn't understand that. And he was like, but no, I have to let her know we can't go. This is not. Look, I found someone that I'm in a relationship with. I like, I love. I'm moving forward. Blah blah blah. And I allowed him that grace. I was like, well, do what you have to do, because if she called my phone again, it's gonna be a problem. So, you know, and she ended up doing it because I didn't allow him that opportunity. She seriously, years later, I'm pregnant with Demi, and she calling back now. She talking about, oh, I can't pay my rent, and I'm just like. You know, he said, I told you should allow me. So sometimes we have to give people grace. And I don't think you like you said, Sonny, it's about accountability. Many times we don't want to hear it was you. You were abusive. You were verbally abusive. You made me feel less than a man. You made me feel less than a woman. We don't want to hear that. So we just go on with our merry way, acting like our stuff don't stink, and it messes us up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's definitely true.
This is Kool-Aid, by the way. It's my own blend, watermelon and lemonade. Okay. Okay. But anyways, y'all. So that's what we feel in regards to no apology needed. Now, where y'all want to lean to now?
I actually wanted to see if we can talk about Kendrick's topic about the whoopings.
All right. So,
because I kind of feel like the apology thing kind of ties into that with parents also apologizing to their children.
Woo. Okay. So, gentle parenting. What is that? Okay. Gentle parenting is an evidence-based approach to raising happy, confident children. This parenting style is composed of 4 main elements: empathy, respect, understanding, and boundaries. and focuses on fostering the qualities you want in your child by being compassionate and enforcing consistent boundaries. That hearing it like that, I look at it a lot differently. But
Yeah.
go ahead. I think I actually, now that I hear it, the definition, I am a gentle parent, but I do incorporate some whoopings too. So
Yeah,
I don't think, I
I think I got a little bit of both from growing up. I got a mixture of both because my mom was like real big on us like discussing things, understanding things, making sure that if because her thing was if you don't understand why it's bad, then you'll go do it again and keep doing it, and your I'm sorry will become empty. So you need to understand. So she was really big on that. My mom was also really big on understanding why we did what we did. So now if I kept doing it and over again after she told me the second time, okay, look, the first time was a mistake. The second time is not a mistake. If you do it one more time, there ain't no more gentle parenting. Okay, now we're going up on the other side because you're doing this on purpose. Like I let you slide the first time you didn't know. The second time you got a little. Okay, if you do it again, come on. You must really you really want to get in trouble. I feel like I got both, but I have seen like I don't have any children, but I have seen some of my friends not be gentle parents, and it makes me feel sorry for their children sometimes when I kind of like I didn't grow up with my mom cursing me out or cursing at me. Like honestly, I didn't hear my mama curse until I was like in high school, to be honest. Like I was like, Mama, you curse? Like I had been cursing, but I didn't know that she cursed, So I didn't really hear her curse until we was in high school. I was in high school and I was really shocked behind it. Because she just didn't curse around us and she didn't curse at us. Like my mom was never like, no, you beep, 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 or bring your beep over here and sit your beep down. Like she never did that. I was honestly, if she had, I probably would have cried because I never heard her talk like that to me before. So when I hear my friends do it to their kids, it makes me be like, dang, they like 5 years old. You ain't gotta say that to them. Like chill out. Or they're 9 or 10. Like that's rude. That's harsh. Or just kind of screaming at them. I just kind of, I don't know. I didn't go up in the house, my mom screaming at me. So I just kind of, I don't know. I'm actually for gentle parenting. Honestly, I feel like gentle parenting will help us raise more healed adults instead of right now we're all traumatized, and a lot of us are traumatized from our parents and stuff from our childhood. So yeah, I'm for it.
Absolutely. Oh, Rose Jones says, "Hey, Sonny."
Hey, boo. I love her so much, y'all. That's my baby girl. I love her.
What say you, K Daniels?
Well, I got both. Yeah. I got both parents, and well, when I say both parents, both in one, because I got the gangster mama. My mama didn't start gentle nothing until my sister got older, who was younger than me. So I was the trial child. So I got the whoopings, I got beat, I got cussed out, I got all of this. But at the same time, because see, when you were an adult, you can look back at stuff and kind of figure out why stuff was how it was. And at the end of the day, my mama was 16 when she had me. So she was a kid, raising a kid.
Yeah.
So by the time my sister got older, she's older. And so now she's like, okay, now let's do this. Let's do this a little differently. And so, but then the older we got, she was big on having conversations and stuff like that. Now it still wasn't, and that's a different type of topic, but it wasn't like I want to know why you're doing X, Y, and Z. It was this is what's going on and this is what you need to do and don't do. And it just sticks at that. Like, no, this is what you need to do, and I don't really care about your opinion and what you think. Like, this is just what it's gonna be. And so, so it's kind of a little different. Like I feel like the gentle parenting as a whole is a whole new concept, because it is something that, to me, I compare it as a long term versus short term, because the whoopings work for a short term. Like it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be scared of you right now, And yeah, I'm gonna do what you say right now. But in the long term, and like Sonny said, as an adult, that stuff affects you in the
It
long run.
does.
And
Look
so
at us like,
you scared to speak up because you
yeah.
don't you
Look at
it's
us
a,
now. We don't even want to. We don't. A lot of us don't have affection. We don't know how to hug each other. We don't know how to, tell each other what we think. The men are having a hard time being vulnerable because they were
mm-hmm,
born up told that their thoughts, and you got to hold that in. And the black women, we're having a hard time realizing that we don't have to be strong every single day,
mm-hmm,
364/7. Because when we grew
mm-hmm,
up, you better not cry. You better
mm-hmm,
not cry. Don't let that girl see you cry.
mm-hmm.
Don't let that man see you cry. You are a strong black woman. You take that, you keep going. You know what I'm saying? So, especially the black community, I feel like gentle parenting I'm like this. I think it's always been around, but when we were growing up, that was white people versus
Yeah,
black people. Or
yeah.
white parent, Tyler, you don't do this, go sit in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
Black people, get your beep, beep, beep. Y'all better be
mm-hmm.
quiet. And honestly, we should have had parents that
Being
said,
you
you
in the
can't do,
stove and
that's not right. Go get in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Straight
mm-hmm.
up.
And they go so far as to now is to because I follow a couple of gentle parenting people on TikTok, and they go so far as to finding out like why what made you do, like it's very interesting listening to these kids
Girl.
explain this. I'm like, bro, that little 2-year-old know his feelings more than I do. Like
Boy.
it's just very weird that that he'll throw it's this one. I don't remember their names, but it's a Caucasian lady. She has 2 little boys, but I don't remember their names. But he had did something. He was taking stuff out the kitchen and building stuff, and she's like, why are you doing that? Like, don't do that. But can you explain to me why you did that? And he's like, well, I wanted to play boats. And she's like, okay, well, since you wanted to play boats, let me get this for you, and now you can play boats. And so I'm just like, it's just so amazing seeing how
Yeah.
now. But the thing is, that takes more work. And a lot of people, especially in our community, they're not going to want to put in that type of work because it
Ooh.
requires work from you too, because you have to work on your patience and your knowledge to be able to do that. And so it's easier for me to just cuss you out and hit you and tell you to go
I
sit
was
down.
girl, and I was just like, let's get into that because you know what? We got those same parents that feel like it's easier to curse their kid out, hit them, and not even find out what's wrong with their child, what their child is thinking. Are the same parents that send them kids to school and let the school race them, and then when a child comes home, they have nobody to help them with their homework. They have nobody to talk to about their school day, about the kids that they even getting into it with. They don't know if their child is being bullied or not. That is, woo, you open up a whole other can of worms.
She did.
You open up a
She
whole other
did.
can of worms.
She did. And my thing is, I would say I grew up with both. Weirdly enough, but oddly enough, to a certain time period, I grew up with both my parents. So when there's a absentee parent there, and I'm not saying it had to be the father. Let's be real, some deadbeat mamas out there.
Boy.
So, when you don't have that balance there, because I feel as though I'm always gonna be transparent. It's times where I am that parent when I'm trying to get some stuff done, and Demi is like not really being annoying. She's being a kid. She's trying to be interactive. She's talking. I'm just Darren might be like, Whitney, you know what I'm saying? Like chill, and vice versa. But when you don't have somebody there to help that balance out, you do get frustrated. You do get overwhelmed. Like, case in point, Cadence, like you said, your mom had you at 16 years old.
She was a child.
I was a child. I got pregnant at 16. Okay.
Child.
And I was a child. Child. So I say all that to say that now, as the mother that I am, when you say like the kids that can articulate, that's why when I be posting Demi and stuff, like I admire my child. This girl is so articulate. She's in tune with her feelings. She's patient. She's kind. She's loving. But that's because she's not in a hostile environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I mean, that's kudos to you because you are her mother. You taught her that.
Thank you.
You taught her how to be patient. You taught her how to be articulate so that way you can understand her a whole lot better. So, honestly, because again, she would
Oh, you
never
finna
known
get
all
me
of that had we not
emotional.
showed her that. Like, remember, she's born into this world with nothing and knowing nothing. In order for her to be like that, Whitney, you had to teach her that.
You don't think about stuff like that. Oh my
Like, she came in
God.
with nothing and she didn't know nothing. She didn't have nothing. You gave her everything and you taught her everything she knows. So honestly, that actually reflects right back onto you. You wanted her to be this way, and you raised her to where she is very smart and articulate, and she can. Because I seen that child. That girl is amazing.
Girl,
She's
and
talented.
I guess because I'll be looking like I'm nothing like that. I was nothing like that. And so to see her so young and so well poised, and when I tell you smart, like I was nervous, like, and you know, this stuff that we don't think about, like it's stuff we pass on and stuff we don't, like inheritably. In our family, the women have an issue with math, like, you know, and I'm just gonna be honest, like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how my mama is, you know. But baby, when I tell you, give me this stuff, she be bringing home and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't help you, baby.
I can't.
You know what I'm
saying? Baby, there's some different math they doing now.
This is some
baby.
different math.
I don't understand it.
I don't get it. And so I be like, you know, when I see her, I be like, that wasn't me when I was her age. You know, some stuff I'm like, dang, that's me. God dang, I'm sorry, baby. But other stuff I be like, that dang, you know. So I never really, that's beautiful. Thank you for that. Because I never thought about that. I'm just like, yeah, because when she's mommy, and I be like, Demi, I use your words. And maybe that's because I was in childcare too. So I know how to deal with children. So, and I would encourage anybody before you have children. I'm gonna say this to you ladies that don't have kids: take a parenting class. And I don't mean like seriously. And see, that's who do that. Like,
yes. And you know what? I agree with you. Because I have been pregnant before, and when I was pregnant, I was in them parenting classes, and honestly, I was the only one in them parenting classes.
How many of them did you see?
This is all I saw in parenting classes. I was the only one asking questions, reading books. I was right there with them up until I lost my baby.
So yeah. Hey, mom. And what about Lamar's classes?
I didn't get that far, but I do believe that is.
No, I'm just saying. Predominantly, you see them in there too.
Yeah,
the what class?
Lamar, see, you don't even know
because
that
they do realize they don't know anything just because.
I ain't never heard it in my life.
Their parents wasn't perfect, so they got you know what I'm saying. Their parents wasn't perfect, and a lot of them don't want to be like their parents. I mean, I have some friends like that. A lot of them be like, I don't want to be like my grandfather. So yeah.
Well, Lamaze is for you know, pregnancy, to teach you how to labor and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't get that far. I had lost my baby at 4 months, so I never really got to that part of the class. I was in like the beginning stages, like the first parenting stages where they kind of show you like little stuff, and before you get, so I had got up to the 4th month mark, and then I left, so I didn't get the far with the Lamaze classes.
Right.
Boy.
But yeah, sorry, y'all might hear a little buzzing. It's my system tripping. But
I
anyway,
need to get my charger.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you guys, we're going to take a quick break real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up with our last topic of discussion. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Before we go, new Pretty Morgan Meyer says, I'm a gentle parent. We talk things out. She's allowed to express herself as long as she's not being disrespectful.
Ooh, but and that wait now, but that word though, that's a whole different conversation in itself too.
What's that?
That disrespectful word.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not being disrespectful. I already know. Because
everybody got different gauges on what is disrespectful. So
yeah,
because you got some of us is that just the mere fact that you responded, that's disrespectful. It's don't disrespect me. I'm like,
and sometimes we be needing to respond because sometimes parents are not always perfect.
I'm like, ma'am, but you just lied on me. I'm just trying to defend myself.
Absolutely.
Parents are not always perfect, and they kill me with this. But do as I say, not as I do thing. You're my.
Did we lose her? Okay, there she
I'm
goes.
back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Technical difficulties.
There we go. But yeah, they kill me with this do as I say, not as I do deal. And it's like, but you're my example. So, you know.
That's why people need to be in more control on when they bring kids into the world. But that's another discussion too.
Ooh, girl.
Exactly. So, oh, my brother's here. Hi, brother. I love you. Well, okay. Pretty Morgan says she knows if it's not a question, she shouldn't be saying anything back. See now, you know what? I will say this. My mom, as my witnesses on here, we were able to talk. If I had a difference of opinion, and my thing is this, I feel as though it is a level of disrespect when it comes to my mom. I'm never going to put myself in a position to where we're equals. We will never be equals. And so my thing is, and I guess once you guys become parents, you're gonna see. And I hate that it's so cliche.
You know what? I have been told that 3 times this week. It is not hurting my feelings. I know there are some things I'm just not gonna know.
You know, but I'm just saying, and I used to hate hearing that because I'm not gonna lie. Darren would get on my nerves saying that. Oh, you're not a parent, because like I said, going into it, it was blended. We need to talk about that too. But my husband, had his son before me, and my thing was, I'm like, I did childcare though. I dealt with kids. So I'm not gonna put that past you as if because you guys aren't parents, y'all don't know what ways you are not on the outside looking in. But as for me, my mom, I could talk to her. Some stuff I just know she couldn't handle, like sexual stuff, but that's because she couldn't talk to her parents about that. It was like, that generation, you didn't talk about stuff like that, So it wasn't just disrespect. It's just certain things I know my mom can't handle. So I would go to my sister, or I will, go to other people's mom, or whatever the case may be, But I feel as though, as far as the whole disrespect thing, I feel as though, that's something that you got to learn too, as far as being disrespectful. I feel like it's a way that you just can articulate yourself. Bass in your voice. You ain't got to put a little twang, twist. You ain't got to talk back.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It really is how you say it in your deliverance.
The truth says, Whitney, I like you and your panel is beautiful, but I slightly disagree with some things. Okay, well, that's okay to do that. That's okay. That's okay to do that. And you guys, we will be opening the floor for you guys to tap in and call in. You don't have to, show your face or whatever, but talk. Yeah, converse with it. We like that. We like a difference of opinion over here, baby. We're not all going to agree. Not for nothing, you guys. We're going to take a quick little commercial break, and we're going to come back with our final topic. And y'all ready for it? Submission. Ooh, baby. Lock and load and stay tuned. We will be right back. It's going to be real quick, baby. Real quick. All right. I told y'all it's going to be quick.
Oh, we back already?
We back already. That was it. That was
Put my phone back down then.
That was it. Okay, we back. All right, we back. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Let me run this ad real quick. What up? What up? Hey, lovelies. We are now on Apple Podcasts. Yes. For my iPhone users, just a little something for you. Head over to the Apple Podcast app and type in WhitneyDTV in the search bar and click the check to add me to your dashboard and listen to your girl on the go. Powered by Anchor FM by way of Spotify. All right, you guys, that is right. We are on podcasts, okay? So you guys can listen to us. I haven't uploaded these few episodes just yet because we're doing the panel, but it will be uploaded by the end of the week, okay? So go ahead and get us in there, okay? All right, you guys, okay? Okay, so let me go ahead. While we get on the last topic, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. So you guys can tap in and we can have a conversation, okay? All right, so there go the links, you guys. You guys are more welcome to come and tap in, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this last topic of discussion. which is, drum roll please.
Sorry about my camera issue. Goodness
Submission.
grief.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so by definition, by Google, okay, submission, ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive. What is the problem with submission nowadays, ladies? Let's get into this, shall we?
It's who we submit
If y'all don't go, I will, baby.
Okay, well,
okay, because we got different. I'm a married woman. Okay, K Daniels, you're single, and Sonny, I think you're mingling. So
I'm single, I'm mingle, and I'm divorced too. So I've done all of that.
Okay, so we got some different flavors. So I'm gonna let y'all go first, and y'all know me.
I'm gonna let y'all go first because y'all ain't finna put me on blast, and everybody be like, "Well, she don't know because she's single anyway."
No,
so I'm gonna let y'all go.
It's your perspective. Go ahead, Sonny. Go ahead.
Okay, so when it comes to submission, I think a lot of that has to deal with the person I'm submitting to. It's not really easy for me to submit when the person I'm submitting to is not presenting himself as a leader for me to submit. Like, I actually am a submissive woman. I prefer to follow my leader. I don't really like to make a lot of decisions or really just kind of have that burden of being a leader in my household. So I actually prefer to submit. I'm not that type of woman that be like, I'm the head of the household. Nope, that is not me. I do that. So for me, I always look for characters in a man that will allow me to submit to him. So that burden can actually be taken off of me. It's not hard. I just think that a lot of women were forced into positions where they are not submissive. With them having men in their lives that were not leaders, and sometimes those men did not know how to be leaders because they weren't taught how to be leaders. Sometimes it's really not their fault. Sometimes it's just the lack of teaching and tutelage that they had growing up, and so some of those guys had to learn from the streets. And a lot of those people don't know how to lead a household properly. They know how to lead a street house properly, the trap house, but they can't lead their house. So a lot of those women who are looking for daddy figures are having problems submitting because they didn't have technically a daddy figure. Some of them don't know how to submit properly, don't know how to let a man lead and make decisions because they want to be, the women who, they don't want to be played. They don't want to be played. They don't want nobody to drag them. So I think a lot of women are afraid of being played. They're afraid to be left in the dirt. Hello? Okay.
Oh,
no, I'm here.
Yeah, we still hear you. We just can't see you.
Oh, y'all don't see me? Really? I can see y'all.
Remember, it did me like that last time.
For real, it sure did do you like that. Like, I'm like looking at everything like it's normal. Y'all really can't see me?
No.
Oh my freaking gosh.
It's okay. I'm gonna drop you, and when you get
okay.
Come back. He said, "Got it."
Difficulties.
While we're waiting on, okay, Sonny, you got it. Oh, okay, she dropped. Okay, so we have someone in. Okay, let me go ahead and let you guys. The link is pinned, so you guys can tap in. All right, you guys are more than welcome to tap in, and we have our first caller, The Truth. What you got to say, The Truth? Oh, Lord.
Hello.
Hi,
she say, oh, Lord.
Y'all don't know Truth, baby. Y'all finna get to know her. Okay. What topic you got? What topic you got an issue with, Truth?
Well,
sorry. You're fine.
Well, I have a lot of thoughts about it. I noticed it. Your topic. Soft parenting versus whoopings.
Okay,
yeah,
let's talk about it.
Yeah, I noticed the topic, and I clicked in, I chimed in, and I noticed the conversation that was going on. And much love and respect to everybody on the panel. Nothing but respect all day. Nothing but. I've heard everything that was said. And my concern is, well, I could have went live on my own channel and did it, or I could have made my own video and responded. But I felt like, we all women. You know what I'm saying? Let me add my 2 cents.
Right, you
And
can.
so, okay, well, thank you. Well, my issue is when it comes down to today's children, we gotta go a little bit deeper. We gotta dig a little bit deeper into the minds of these children. Um, Today's society, our issue is really not the whoopings or the soft parenting. What we don't know as mothers, that our children watch everything that we do.
Ooh,
The sneaky
facts.
stuff, the sneaky stuff, the stuff that we think don't nobody see.
They see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's no
That's
need.
true.
It's no need, and it's no shots towards you all, or no shade thrown
No,
thrown towards
no.
you all. But
Mm-hmm.
it's no need to sit here like everything is fine and dandy. It's no need. Even when you feel like you on top of your game, baby, our kids are more brilliant than what you can even imagine. So even
That's
when you think you on top of your game, baby, they got you.
We could see it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They got you. So what's important in my opinion, and this is just my old raggedy opinion. I'm from the hood. I'm a hood chick.
Not the
Not
raggedy one.
raggedy.
it's
So
not. No.
my raggedy opinion is we got to watch everything. That includes talking about people. That includes involving yourself in your son's private affairs. You got to be careful not to spit out hatred, because when you spit that hatred out, they takes it to their classroom
Mm, mm, mm. That
And they
is
be
so
like,
in
true.
real
where
life.
they hear that at? Where they hear that at? You
And they
That
takes it
is
to the
so true.
classroom. So when you talking about Betty Boo and Donald Duck, Lil James finna be in the classroom, in the kindergarten classroom, talking about Shaquita.
mm-hmm.
So even when you think you the cutest of them all and you really think you got it going on, talking to married men, that will get your feelings hurt. While you think
Let's
you
speak
really
that
think
up.
you got it going on, that will hurt your feelings. Talking to married men in real life, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the example we giving our young ladies.
So so in regards to the topic with choosing whoopings versus gentle parenting, would you say that
Mm.
is effective with a combination of them both, or you just saying like to hell with both of them?
It don't
Like,
even matter.
Right? They shooting each other. They shooting each other. We
but
sitting up
don't you
here
think
talking
that
about
stems from
whoopings,
somewhere?
huh?
You don't think
I
that
didn't
that
hear.
stems from somewhere?
Well, I may hurt some feelings when I say that,
No, ma'am. Go
but it's
ahead.
coming. It's coming from us. It's coming from us. I'm telling you, that same hatred that you showing your mother-in-law, that same hatred you showing the girl next door, that same hatred.
I can
Talking
agree
to
with
this
that
man,
because
talking to that,
I
when
have
the baby.
Yeah.
I have a
Because don't
lot of my
forget you.
mama's personality when it comes to a lot of stuff with that. And like we were talking about earlier with the how I'm the one that normally apologizes first and stuff. I saw my mama do that. My mama was the one that like, look, let's dead this, So like she said, a lot of little stuff we see. And now that we're older, me and my sister are both grown. So we really we can tell my mama now, look, mama, something ain't right. So what's going on? Let's talk about it. Cause we see stuff that, like she said, y'all don't think we be seeing it, but we be seeing it. And even as a kid, we seen it when you
That's
didn't
it
think we
even
were
more
seeing
because
it.
kids are always taught to be quiet anyway and pay attention.
And then that's why Lil Johnny, you say Lil Johnny seeing daddy being inappropriate and all this stuff. And then he going to school and being inappropriate with the kids and with his classmates and his teachers and all of this stuff. It all go hand to hand.
It absolutely do. Cause I mean, with my child.
It all
He's
goes hand
5,
in hand.
and he's
You got to
experiencing
watch.
stuff at school.
You got to watch who you associate yourself with. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And who
That's
you
true.
have around your kids.
Was I interrupting somebody?
No,
Mm-mm.
no, we were listening.
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear us?
Oh man.
Come out.
I can hear.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we hear you.
I can hear her. She like she
Uh-oh.
froze. Did you
She
freeze?
froze.
Yeah, she froze. Yeah.
She
Oh,
froze.
she
Well,
had a good point.
she
Real
did.
good point.
She froze. I'm
That's
gonna bring
really
her back
important
up.
to watch who people are bringing around their children.
Right.
She got a
Yeah,
really, really good
cause we
point.
see it all.
Truth, get your camera back together. We would love to have you back because you weren't offending none of us. Everybody
Mm-mm,
So
that was really,
basically what she said was
that was valid.
really, we just worry about yourself and you ain't got to worry about the discipline. That's what she's saying.
Oh,
I mean, because kids are, I mean, the whole monkey see, monkey do, who they gonna copy? They stay around you all day.
now that's true, and that's what I was telling. That's why it hit a nerve when you said what you said, because
Yeah.
I'm like, I do be how I interact with my children. It does rub off. Like
It rubs off.
seriously,
Cause
when-
your son is hilarious, and he has your humor, girl. He had me cracking up at that fashion show. Your son
and
has your
he
humor to
is.
me.
He really is. And the thing is that and I don't think I know it all or whatever, but I have Darren has allotted me the opportunity to be at home. I'm an entrepreneur and he takes care of everything, so I can be more hands-on with my children. And so when it comes to to my kids, period, like she said, like Truth said, in regards to what we do in the car, I don't listen to K104 97.9. I don't. I listen to 94.9, which is it's an alternative Christian station. It is white folks, but I like it. I listen to that. I listen to classical music. And so when I do be trying to turn it on 97.9, then I'll be like, is that about God? Is that Jesus music? That's because of what I'm pumping into them,
Yeah.
So, and I'll be like, no, it's not. And I change the channel.
So I mean,
I get what she said. I get what she
There was
coming
some
from.
truth in what Truth said, for real.
And
There was a lot of truth in what she said.
That's why I said,
Because you think about it, the parents who have so much of a hard time with their children, we look at them as people and be like, I know your kid's bad. I mean, I don't know if y'all do that. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. There are some women who
I be concerned.
I look at them, I be like, you got some bad kids. I know your kids
Yeah.
bad. I know they ain't bad. Look at you. Like, I know your kids ain't got no home training because you ain't. Like, for example, Blueface and Krishan Rock.
I was gonna say something, but I was just gonna mind my business.
They kid gonna be bad because look at Krishan. Look at Krishan.
She's still pregnant?
She's pregnant.
Is she still?
Yeah. She ain't got rid of that baby.
She not getting rid of that baby.
Because you remember she done had 3-4 abortions, so she not getting rid of this baby. Girl.
What'd you say, Whitney?
I saw her rolling up one time and she was drinking. She's
pregnant. She don't care. Again, they gonna have a bad kid.
Hopefully.
Prime example, they gonna have a bad little boy or a bad little girl. Cause she her attitude, how she carry herself. She don't even care. She doesn't even care you pregnant and you don't even care. So I know your kid ain't gonna care.
Because you got pregnant for the wrong reasons. All right, so I want to go back to submission because we lost you there.
Yeah.
So,
I'm so sorry, but I was basically just trying to wrap it up. I was just saying, like, it does, for me, I think it depends on the person I'm submitting to. I can't submit if it's hard, if he makes it hard, or if he's just not showing that he's a leader, that he can guide me and himself at the same time. I also think some women who have a hard time submitting did not grow up with that type of example, or maybe they are just really headstrong women and they have a hard time submitting. And honestly, if those women are like that, they should just get them a beta male, because trying to get them an alpha male and they're having an attitude, they just gonna do this the whole time and nobody's gonna go anywhere. I mean, it's okay to date a beta male. It's okay, but I feel like society put so much of a damper on beta males and they call them simps or whatever the case may be, but sometimes they work with a really headstrong woman. But I feel like the whole submission term, a lot of people are not understanding the definition behind it. I feel like a lot of men are asking for it and they can't even provide to be a leader so they can have a submissive, like my post I made that day about women being submissive to men, the whole 50-50 thing, when I was like, how can you sit up here and have her go 50-50 with you, and pretty much you're not being a leader in that moment. You can't provide. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean that because there's a lot of men who walk around here hollering, oh yeah, I want me a feminine woman. What are women that who can cook and do this and that and the third? And I'm like, well, sir, you don't make enough money to let me sit at home so I can cook and clean and make sure you're happy. Like, you're not providing for me to do that. You're not leading the household. You're not making good decisions so that the money can flow in. I'm making these decisions and I'm helping you out. So I can't fully submit to you if I feel equal to you. And I feel like a lot of women feel like that. They feel like they're either equal to them, or they might, and I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody, but they might feel like they have surpassed that man. And when they feel like that, they can't submit. They have a hard time, bringing themselves down. And there's also some women who have been single their whole lives. They have children, and they are just always the main person. And so they finally meet a man who wants to, make them submit. And they're like, bro, look, I've been doing this so long by myself. This is hard. I don't think men also give women a chance to get into that role. It's like, you want me to get with you and automatically be single, automatically be submissive? Sir, if I've been strong and headstrong for 10 years, why would I automatically just be submissive the first time I'm with you? Like, that's hard. Some women need training in that. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like how people put a dark light on women who don't know how to do it. Like, give them a chance. That's what I'm saying. Give them a chance.
Well,
what say you?
Like my spiritual mama used to say, God bless her soul. She said, my husband may be the head, but I'm the neck that turns it. And I think that what the issue is, especially in today's time, I think there's a bad connotation to the word submission. And I feel like women don't, and men too, because they be saying submission and they don't know what they talking about, because they talking about somebody being your slave, and that's not submission. So I feel like both parties don't properly understand what submission is, because really, honestly, being a submissive woman, wife, mate, first of all, I'm not being submissive to anybody that ain't my husband, first off. But secondly, being submissive just means that I'm acknowledging that you're the man, that ultimately you're gonna be, I'm gonna follow your lead. But I feel like that the proper man, the proper lead, is gonna ask for input. They're gonna ask for, well, here's what I'm thinking about doing. What are your thoughts? And then you give your thoughts, and then ultimately they make their decision. But I feel like the right man is going to take into consideration your thoughts and opinions, or your feelings, or who you are as a person in the decisions that they make. And so you being submissive does not take away your rights, your control, your thoughts and opinions. That's not what that means. And again, when it comes to these men, being submissive don't mean I'm just sitting at home cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids. That's not what submissive mean either. I think that that's the biggest issue, is that everybody's defining it differently. Because I'm like Sonny, I feel like I'm a submissive woman as well, but also I'm independent when I need to be. Right now I have to be, because I don't have a mate. But when that mate comes, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be superwoman no more.
Yeah, and respect matters. But what you're saying, that respect thing is, him respecting you, and that's the thing. A lot of these women don't feel respected in that role of submission. That's why they don't want to submit. They don't feel respected. That is a big thing. Feeling respected in your role of submission. If that man don't respect you, they're gonna turn around and put their man pants on and be masculine all over again. Because guess what? I gotta do this again. I gotta keep doing this again. That, you hit the nail on the head with that respect part, Kendria. That is so important.
And trust, which again,
you have to trust that person when you're
into
choosing
the right person. Because if I can't trust you to make a good decision, I'm definitely ain't finna be submissive, because it's not gonna be. And on top of that, as far as me, if you ain't submitting to Christ, I can't submit to you because you ain't even being led correctly. I don't know who leading you, so you definitely can't lead me. So, but yeah, that's my opinion.
I don't know who leading you.
That's my single opinion. So I'm gonna let Whitney talk.
Come on, Miss Wifey. What's up? Now
Well,
teach us something. Cause I'm divorced, so teach us something.
right. But I'm divorced. So I'm on my second marriage too. So y'all both said a few things. I don't think that people properly got the definition of submission, and you guys have to understand when you're talking about submission in the terms in which it is supposed to be. Let's go to the Bible. That's always what I'm gonna do, because I'm a woman of God. I can't speak for the worldly women, but submission in marriage means selflessness, service, accountability, and respect for your partner. Okay, which should be mutual.
Yeah.
Okay, but biblically, by scripture, Ephesians 22-33. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. I'm gonna pause there. I don't know if y'all caught that.
Yeah, I did.
Not necessarily, come on, somebody, submitting to that man. You're yielding and being submissive to the God is over his life. And if that God, your God, is not over their life, you technically don't have to submit to them, that being your husband or not. Just like you said, Kay, if he is falling off or whatever the case may be, you are to turn and you're to be in connection with your father. And the word of God says a sanctified wife will sanctify her husband, meaning if he get astray and get off track, you have the power as the woman of God that you say you are, as a praying woman, to be able to pray him back to God, to pray him to you. Okay, so the thing is that you're not supposed to be submissive to anybody, because again, let's read that selflessness, service, accountability, and respect for your partner. The thing is that that's work. That's a lot of work to do, being selfless, service, and accountability, and you're not my ninja. No, I'm not going to do that. But also the word of God says a man that find a wife find a good thing from the Lord. So the thing is that if I'm a wife, when you find me, and if God has presented you to me, that alpha that I am is going to submit to you. Period. Automatically, hands freaking down. And that's why these women in the world now, that's why you're single. Keep having your hot girl summers, okay? Because ain't no man trying to be hot all their life. Some of them want you to be a little dusted and crusted, okay? Because they don't want everybody looking at the man. I'm a girl. They don't want that. I seriously, 3 shots in, God rest my brother's soul, but they would talk about stuff like this, and I just would be like, whoa. And they posed a question. Who told y'all we like that? I said, y'all did. He said, no, we didn't. Us men, that stuff we look at. I said, exactly. Y'all look at that. He said, that's it. We look and we keep scrolling, or we bust it down and we keep it pushing. And I was like, dang. He said, and they got to talking about cheating and stuff like that. He was like saying, like, afterwards we'll be feeling disgusted. I said, well, why do it? He said, that's just men. It ain't no men thing. It's just a stupid thing. We're dumb. Yeah. And so I was just like, when I tell you, listening to a man, they'll tell you, like if you look at me, I'm not nothing to look at. I'm skinny, I'm flat chested, I ain't got no big booty, my eye lazy. I'll be looking crazy sometimes, and my husband will look at me with the just, and I'll be like over here scratching, digging in my nose, like, and he is just enamored because I will get my butt up, I'll go cook a meal, I'll pray for him. Okay, I will. If I'm into it with somebody, he tell me be quiet. That's what it is. People been seeing me on my lives. He over there sitting there. All right, you guys, it's time to go. That's submission. When my husband say something, that's just what it is. Case closed. But that came in time because I once was married, baby. That nigga couldn't say nothing to me. But it also goes with what you said. I smelt that as an alpha woman. Sit down. You can't handle me. You please. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I wasn't a wife as I thought I was. I wasn't ready to submit to him because it shouldn't be well, you got to check off these boxes. Let's be clear, ladies. He's your husband. You married him. You picked him. So for you to say, well, you got to do something to make no, because if he has the authority of the Lord over his life, he may not have all the money in the world. He may not even be the cutest thing. Penis may not be all that big. But if he has the authority of the Father over his life and he's a good man of God, you respect that.
That's
and it's
true.
a lot of women that are alpha females, and you've been doing it for so long, so it's hard for you
to get out that road.
Because that's what made me, I can be honest with myself, accountability. That's what made me run my ex away. I ran him off. I know I did. I was so aggressive because I wanted him to love me. And I had all this love, and I'm just like, I don't want you to go nowhere. Love me. And he's like, girl, I already love you. Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just too aggressive. It wasn't until I got with Darren. We got into an intense, heated argument. And he was like, dang, why you gotta be so aggressive? You ain't a man. I was like, I give off that energy. And I was like for real. I was like, yeah, what's up? Look, you know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm used to scrapping. What we doing? But that's my husband. Niggas don't want to smash niggas if they straight. So if I'm over here like, what? Yeah. That's how I was. I was very aggressive in that conversation. I had to let him know, you ain't finna punk me. I'm little, but what we doing? And he was like, he said that, and I was just like, I heard it before. I need to do something about that.
And you know what? I think a lot of us have this whole thing about, we kind of feel like somebody's out to get us, or that man is out to get us or play us. And it's like we forget, this guy likes us. This guy wants to be with us. This guy is actually with us. He is with me. He's not my enemy. He's not trying to bring me down. He ain't trying to play me. He's not trying to put me out here to where, he can say, yeah, I did her dirty. And I think a lot of us don't come back from that pain from when we was messing with that guy. He cheated on us. He lied on us. He played us. And it's like, bro, like, not every man, like, if this man is spending, because I think we also forget that this guy is putting in just as much as we're putting in. I think we forget that. I think we forget that just like he's being vulnerable, we're being vulnerable. It's like, and we don't acknowledge when he's being vulnerable. That's something that's actually saying a lot. And so we just keep this hard, and we're just so hard and so strong, and we got to stop that sometimes. Like, especially if we know that this guy is trying. He is showing us that he cares. He is showing us that he loves us, that he's here for us, and that he is trying to be your leader, or, trying to show you that he can lead the house. He is a man of God. He has his head on straight. But I think some of us are just still shadowed by our past, that we can't get to the submissive part. We keep crying, I want a man that can do this. But some men don't come with all of that right away, especially if they just met you 2 months ago. You're asking this man to give you so freaking much in 2-3 months. And then, like you said, Kendra, y'all don't want to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Putting in that work is important. And I was thinking about when y'all were talking about, I said, boy, Kendra and Whitney, they are circling around this word lazy. Parents not putting in work with their kids, women not putting in work on wanting to change, men not putting in work on wanting to be strong. This whole lazy turn. I'm like, is our generation lazy? Are we just
that's
lazy?
it? Well, that's the environment now. Look, we don't have to get up to get our food. We ain't got to get up to change the TV no more. We don't have to do nothing. Everything is, I ain't even got to get up to go meet you. I could just FaceTime you. Like, everything is so quick. So
oh my God.
if I'm used to, and that's a whole nother topic, but if I'm used to being able to, oh, you made me mad today? Okay, let me go DM this girl right quick, because back in the day, it wasn't no social media. So if I wanted to go cheat, I got to go to the bar, go find somebody. That's too much work. So
it was
this
a
is
lot
what
of
I'm
work.
talking about. But now everything is at fingertips. So
I mean,
ain't
even
nobody trying to.
courting, you don't have to court no more. You can
Nope.
That's annoying.
You can
And that's why I'm still single,
What
because
people
where
not
did it
courting
go?
for?
I want to be courted.
That's so fun and dating. What you mean? What courting? Oh
But
my
do
god.
y'all remember having to write down the number on a piece of paper, run home and
Do you
call?
remember? Do you like me? Check yes or no.
No, do you remember having to call their house phone and hoping that their mama don't answer because
Do y'all remember sitting on the phone till 4 o'clock in the morning? You know, just on the phone. We've been on the phone for 10 hours.
look, sending your dollar text message, call me after 9 o'clock.
Man,
when my minutes is free. But
dating back then before social media got so popular was so much fun. Honestly, I think submission was a lot better back then before social media got so popular, because now that social media, I think social media has dampened or whitewashed or water washed the word submission. So now people are just misconstruing it and they're making their own definitions, and it's just like, this is why y'all are struggling. Y'all are making up definitions as y'all go.
And another thing, this what gets me with men and women. These people that's complaining, the men that's complaining about submission, look at the type of women that y'all choosing. If you going and picking up, let me think of somebody, and if I say somebody's name, charge it to my head, not my heart. But if you going and picking up a Ice Spice, or I don't know that lady.
A Megan Thee Stallion, a Young Miami.
I don't know them peoples, but if you going and picking up a hot girl and you know that they ain't on that, like, even if you running their money, it's still what I say. So
Can I answer? Can I answer that?
Answer.
Can I answer why? Because those submissive girls got flat chests, flat booties.
No, for real.
Fat. They probably dark skinned and they don't want that. Let's talk about it. That's why they get them. They think that they're gonna pull the submission out of the big booty Judies and stuff, and they're out there. But 9 times out of 10, your submissive wife is probably not your type.
And that's the same thing with the women. They be trying to go and you trying to make Darrell from off the street a husband material when you know he married to the streets.
He for the street.
And you want him to lead you, and he ain't leading nothing but the trap house. So I think that's like that's another thing that irritates me, is because, and I see that a lot because I stay on TikTok. I see that a lot on TikTok of people complaining about, oh, women don't do this, and I'm like, what women is they talking about? Because me and all my friends do this. So who is
I'm here.
I'm like, this is so annoying. Because what is y'all? Oh, women just don't cook no more. Sir, I cook a whole 5-course meals.
Yeah,
like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. What you talking about? What women is y'all talking? Oh, women don't support you. Since when? I didn't support it too dang on much, niggas. That we was in the talking stage, and I'm paying for you classes and doing all this stuff to support your dreams. Who is this women that y'all talking about?
Who is this women?
But I just want to know. But yes, people need to start looking at what they. And I had to tell my own self that, like, look. You know you looking for a certain type of person. So if the person come in and they giving out now, like Sonny said, there are some times where
hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear us? You can't hear us, baby?
I can't hear y'all.
Oh. Come out and go back in.
This don't like me today. It don't like me today. Like last Thursday, I was on it. Today, it don't like me.
That was me.
God.
It go back and forth.
I see y'all beautiful faces. I know y'all talking. I can kind of read y'all lips, but I swear I can't hear y'all.
Go out and come back in.
I did. This is my second time coming back. Do it again. Okay.
Do it again. Okay. Yes. But yeah, what was I saying?
You said that you do all of this. Your friends do all of that.
Yes, I'm just.
Queen Key says the men need to know the definition of leading. That's what we were saying. Yes,
because they don't. Because if I don't trust you, but then too, that's another thing. You can kind of sense some of that from the men before you even get with them,
right?
Because if you all out of whack yourself, you know, because sometimes you could see, and they say not to go off of potential, but you can see certain qualities in people, and sometimes it do take a woman's energy to come in and then, you know, bring it up some more. But you know, then there's some men that from the beginning you could see that they just ain't in them. You can't even plan a date. You couldn't even say what time we gonna meet up. You asking me, Lord, even the simple stuff you can't make a decision on. So with that being said, like, oh Lord, don't get me started. I just hate dating now.
They want the bad BS with bodies to be submissive when they for the streets. I said that. Yes. Let me see if it's working for it now. Can you hear us now? Can't hear you now. We can't hear you. No. And we're about to go. Okay. Bye. Love you. Y'all. Well, you guys, that is the show. Oh my God, we should have ended a little bit earlier. Maybe it wouldn't have been so.
I know. That's what it was like. Look, y'all know. Y'all supposed to be an hour.
A little too long now.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, you guys. That is the video. Thank y'all for tuning in to another installation of Uncommon Opinions, episode 2, season 1. And I'm going to get on up out of here. But before we do, K Daniels, where can they connect with you?
Y'all can find me on TikTok at the K Daniels.
No head cut off.
Yeah.
All we see is the boobies. Sorry. There we go.
Y'all can see me on TikTok at VK Daniels. Y'all can find me on Instagram at K Daniels Designs. And y'all can find me on my website at www.kdanielsdesigns.com.
Absolutely.
Oh, and YouTube, K Daniels Designs.
Go check her out.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, so y'all.
Me and Whitney just did a vlog.
Yes, we did. And y'all can't believe who we saw. Go check it out. I actually shared it. Go to my community tab and I shared my sis video. So go check it out and go subscribe. Okay. All right, Kate Daniels. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Love you too.
All right, you guys, that is it. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in, like I said, to another installation of Uncommon Opinions. Check us out next week, okay? Next week, Monday, Whitney D and friends, we're going to be reviewing Ready to Love. And then on Tuesday, we are now incorporating Married at First Sight, okay? And then again, Thursday, we'll be back here, same bad place, same bad time for another episode of Uncommon Opinions with some new topics to uphold. And I'm super, super excited about it, okay? Not for nothing. Again, shouts out to my boy Q, my condolences, and to my girl Jolie. Get well soon, girl. Your birthday this weekend. You would get all sick and stuff before we got to do the turn-up situation, okay? And Tamara, we love you. We missed you. Hopefully got everything taken care of. We will see you guys on next week, okay? That is it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys that all that called in. Thank you, The Truth, for your perspective. Very, very insightful, and we appreciate that. We will see you guys on next week. You guys enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow for an episode of Face Fridays. Deuces. What up? What up? Hey, lovelies. We are now on Apple Podcasts. Yes, yes, yes. For my iPhone users, you know, just a little something for you. Head over to the Apple Podcast app and type in WhitneyDTV in the search bar and click the check to add me to your dashboard and listen to your girl on the go. Powered by Anchor FM by way of Spotify.